Amen. Say amen. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Death of the Asia You Can't Whoop Me edition. When y'all get in here, go ahead and like the video, share the video, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, baby. I got my ponytail to the side for the people today. It's all mine. Get into it. Inches, you hear me? All mine. Yes, God, honey. I had to give the people a little side pony tonight, with a little rouge on my lips, a little rouge on my nails. You know what I'm saying? I had to give the people what they came for. You hear me? But anyway, tonight we finna be talking about dating, as you can see, and how Bruno Mars is to blame for how ghetto dating is. Anybody out there single? If there's anybody out there single, if you single, drop down in the comments right now. Let me know if you're single. This show is dedicated to you guys. If you're married, in a relationship, or whatever the case may be, y'all need to stay on here too, because I got a piece for y'all. But if y'all notice here lately with the dating scene, it's just a hot mess. It is not like it used to be. And I guess it has something to do with the advancement in technology. And I'm gonna say something, right? In one breath, I like the analog world where we manually did everything, and you sat on the phone was stationary, it's in the kitchen, you gotta sit there by the deep freezer or whatever and talk to your boo. It ain't no call waiting or anything like that. Can't nobody click in. Your mama mad at you because you're tying up the line and things like that. You really bonded and you really got to know a person, right? So then we ended up getting the beepers or whatever, where you could kind of like keep up with a person or whatnot. They still had to get to the phone though in order to call you, but you still had access to them. And then, Lord, here come the cell phone. Now, the cell phone came, and then we got the internet and all of that kind of stuff, right? The bad thing about it is we ended up, even though we have a way or tool to be connected to each other all the time, all day long, it caused a disconnect as well, because you could easily get distracted. But the thing is with dating that I do like about the advancement in technology is the fact that you could meet people who, the person that's for you may not be where you live. You could meet people all over the place. You got to be careful with catfishing or whatever, but you have the access to meet people who are not in close proximity. So that is really, really good. I do like that, right? But the mechanics of dating is something that can be quite irritating after a while. It's like people don't know how to socialize. They don't know how to converse, talk, get to know you and things, right? And the reason why I blame Bruno Mars, Bruno Mars sat up there, and I don't know what he's one of them city slickers. Where the hell is Bruno Mars from? He's one of them city slickers. I get so sick and tired. I know a lot of people be trying to clown women and be like, why women always complaining about somebody asking them what they doing, asking them the simple things, or just saying hello, beautiful, grand risings, peace queen, and things like that. People be wondering, why do women get so irritated with that? Because a guy probably be feeling like, oh, okay, I'm just being nice, I'm just being polite or whatever. What y'all men gotta realize is a lot of those gestures that you might think that is nice and you just hearing our story, a lot of those men that come to us like that, they be on bullshit. That's just simply put. That's what it be. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's like, get to the point. And here's the thing with what you're doing. I'm gonna break this down so you guys can understand why it is that we got a problem with what you're doing. Listen to this. What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that. I'm sipping wine in the road. All this little crazy stuff. What the hell? Bruno Mars asked this lady, what you doing? Where you at? You got plans. Oh, don't say that. Then he commits to start talking about everything what he doing. He just shaved, smooth like a newborn. He's sipping wine, the pool warm, and all this old kinds of stuff, making it very inviting or whatever. Now, if he really wanted that girl, she wouldn't already be having plans to do something else. She probably 9 times out of 10, he would have already known. He done really hit her up at last minute trying to pull a Netflix and chill. That's really what didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Now he feeling some type of way, and to help boost his ego, he want to tell her about like the ambiance and everything that's going on in his house and come to the mansion and chill with me type thing. But you just want to fuck this lady. And you sitting up here, what you doing? If you was worried about what I was doing, you would have made plans with me. And only thing you want to do is lay up. Where you at? You too invasive, my guy. Like for real. You were really too invasive. And he should have made prior plans. And then he went through the whole song talking about, then the man had enough nerve. And this is exactly what the men do. Like the man made a whole song about how these people be bullshitting out here. You know what I'm saying? He expounded on everything that I'm saying right now. The man set up, and later on in the song, he goes to talking about, if you smoke, I got the haze. You know how them guys be like, oh, is you 420 friendly? Only thing they want to do is sit up, smoke, buy you a joint or whatever the case may be, get you high, get you wasted. And so they could fuck on you. The man ain't said nothing about, I got a chef here to cook us dinner or anything like that. You want some? This man had enough nerve to say, if you smoke, I got the haze. If you drink, he got the drink. And the man said, if you get hungry, he got some potato chips. I got the Lays. So, hold on now. You want me to come over to your house. You want me to chill with you. You got this big ass mansion. You hit me up out the blue asking me what I'm doing. And if I wasn't doing anything and I came over to your house, you mean to tell me after you smoke me out, get me high, after you get me drunk or whatever, and I end up with the munchies, the only thing that you got there to feed me is some potato chips? That's the bullshit these men be on. That's exactly how it goes. That man did not pull them lyrics out of his ass. He is talking about a real life situation. And he had everybody like jamming to some BS. I like the song. I like the tune. And because you like the song, you end up missing out on the fact that this man really on some BS that be going on out here in this dating scene. Now you see all of a sudden he did all of that or whatever the case may be, and maybe the girl started dealing with him or whatever and felt like he wasn't about nothing. So she started using his ass, and next thing you know, he's smoking out the window. Now he feeling like somebody done did something to him. You know what I'm saying? This bitch got me paying the rent, paying for trips. Yeah, because now I'm finna make you do something for me, because what you wanted to do is have me lower my standards, come over to your house, Netflix and chill with you. And what you thought you was gonna do is feed me some motherfucking Lay's potato chips and get my pussy. That's what you thought this was gonna be. So yeah, when I finally entertain you, I'm finna tell you what my standards are, and this is what I need from you, because you tried to play me in the very beginning. So you can sing your little song, Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak. He could be dramatic and fall out in the middle of the floor, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, y'all on some BS. Simply put. And that's exactly what these men be out here doing. Y'all got to be careful. Y'all got to listen to what these artists be putting out there. For real. And then you got to keep in mind that all of a sudden, Bruno Mars is mad at the woman now, because now she got him stressed out, smoking out the window, because now she's requiring something from him. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about what you were saying about when you was leaving the door open or whatever the case may be. You gonna leave the door open. The pool is warm and you done shaved and all this old kind of stuff or whatever. I don't care nothing about that or whatever. You was cool when it was going down like that, when it was under your terms. Now I have some things that I require from you in order to have me, because you thought you was finna fuck me for some potato chips. You get what I'm saying? And that's another thing. That's another thing, y'all, that be going down in this dating scene that I do not like. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me if y'all have been experiencing this. Men and women alike both experience this. Women more often than not, because women are more vocal about certain things that they want from a man and want him to do financially or whatever. You be out here dating. Dating is a process of getting to know people, right? This is a process of getting to know people, and so you could vet them and see if they are a good fit for you, right or wrong. So I have my standards, I have my requirements, you have your standards, and you have your requirements, right? But it's a thing to where now you get to talking about the things that you want and you desire and what a person needs to do in order to have you. And people will turn around, get mad at you, and try to argue with you about your requirements. Just don't deal with me then. Keep it moving. I ain't the one for you. I ain't going to change what I need. If you want to judge me for what I need or whatever the case may be, that is on you. I'm going to still have my standards. I'm going to still have my requirements regardless if you feel like I'm deserving or worthy of it or not. Here's the guidelines. Obviously, you want something from me. You like me enough to be in my face or whatever the case may be. But if you want me, then you're going to have to comply with what I had set out. And if there's a problem with that, baby, you could go ahead and kick rocks with open-toed shoes on. You hear me? Going on about your business because I don't want no with you. You hear me? And that's the thing. Like, people be arguing with folks over their standards. I just don't get that. Catch up with your kind. That's the only thing you gotta do. Only thing you gotta do, just catch up with your kind. Fuck with those that fuck with you. Like the great Saint Project Pat said, I only fuck with those who only fuck with me. A sucker play for games, a main play for keeps. Project Pat been telling y'all dropping game, you know what I'm saying? Dropping jewels this whole time. He told y'all this. I ain't saying nothing new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Only thing I'm saying is fuck with those who fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense of arguing with nobody over their standards. This is what they said they want, regardless of how ridiculous you feel like it is. Don't fuck with them. Go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here. You got people out here that's catfishing. You got people out here that knowing you finna get ready to meet them or whatever the case may be. They got filters all over their pictures. I got catfished, and a bitch had me on FaceTime. You hear me? I actually saw him. You know, I should, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what y'all do. When y'all are FaceTiming a person or whatever, and you just met somebody, you trying to get them offline, have them like to stand up and walk around and everything or whatever, because people been I don't know what people be doing. I think now you could put a filter on your FaceTime, because, you know, like if I sit like this, you could kind of get into this double chin or whatever the case may be. But if I hold the phone like this right here, I'm fucking these hoes up. You get what I'm saying? It's instant lipo. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta like, baby girl, sit back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, to kind of get into all the different angles, how this person look from the side or whatever, because you can I could be on FaceTime and I could have it like this right here. You ain't finna see all of this. You get what I'm saying? People be catfishing and people be trying to say, how in the hell you gonna get catfish and you could video chat somebody? Now, people be playing with you on them video chats. Tell them to stand up. Tell them to walk around or whatever the case may be. Tell them to hold their phone a certain type of way, so you could make sure they working with what they working with. Because I had got catfish some terrible. You hear me? I'm talking about, I really like this guy. I really did. I liked everything about him that wasn't physical. Like, he checked off on everything. I thought that was bae. You know what I'm saying? You know how you meet somebody and you start fantasizing, you be like, I love him. Y'all only been on the phone for 2 hours, but you done fell in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, we having a consistent flow of conversation. It's so crazy nowadays that, like, we have to get turned on and we get excited now about like the simplest things that, like, really and truly, you could just about bag a woman these days just because you consistently text her, like on some real shit. Like, niggas not consistent these days. Like, just because he texts me good morning beautiful consistently every day before I go to work, and you feel like it's special as a motherfucker, and you be like, that's bae. And it be the simplest thing. He got good conversation. And y'all ain't talking about nothing but some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think the black hole is? Like, you know what I'm saying? It it ain't nothing like really, really serious, you know what I'm saying? But stuff like that. And then next thing you know, you like, I love him. It be the simplest things because people ain't doing the simplest things. So I ain't gonna even tell no lie. I'm talking to y'all about this because I want to change my ways. You know, I'm a changed woman. I have wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So now I could tell y'all at that particular time, yeah, we was on the phone for about 2 hours, and by that time, I had already done married him in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's me right there. So anyway, we just talking or whatever the case may be, and we had been talking on the phone for about a week. And then next thing you know, he asked me what I like to eat and all this old kind of stuff. And he was really good because nowadays men I ask you what you like to eat, what you like to do. Then when you tell them all of that getting to know information, when it's time for them to plan a date, they can't plan what you want to do. Well, it don't matter to me. You pick like all that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like that. He knew what I wanted to eat and everything. Only thing he told me is just get ready, just be cute for me. I'm like, oh, okay, I love him. Yes, I'm gonna have his babies. Mm. So yes, God, honey. So anyway, the man he planned his date, and I arrived. We went to a steakhouse. Okay, he around my age. He ain't no old man or whatever. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is no cap. I asked the man, I had told the man prior to, because he had really, really pretty teeth. I'm talking about beautiful teeth. And you don't see like men, just your average man walking around with like, I'm talking about like real, the teeth gorgeous. Gorgeous teeth. That was real nice. So he had ended up disclosing to me that he had dentures, and he said that he had dentures because he had some type of, when he was younger, he had some type of vitamin deficiency or whatever, and it affected his gums, some stuff or whatever. Anyway, long story short, he had dentures. I wasn't tripping off of it, but I would be sitting there sometimes like, you know, how I'm gonna feel. Am I ready for a man with dentures right now? I'm like, but I really like him. Conversation is really good, so I could get past that. As long as he make a deal with me, don't take them motherfuckers out your mouth while I'm still up. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I wake up, you need to have them back in your mouth. Like, I don't need to see them laying around anywhere. They need to be, while I'm up around you, they need to be in your mouth at all times. That's what was gonna be like our terms and conditions or whatever. One, if we had have gotten to that point. But I was able to get past it. I'm like, hey, people wear glasses. Like sometimes people just need some teeth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I could use a couple of teeth myself. You know what I'm saying? I got side teeth missing and all this other type of shit. So I'm like, I ain't even got all my teeth, and I'm talking about this man here. So I'm like, I could let him make it. All right. So anyway, we goes on a date. I had to tell y'all about them dentures. This is for a reason. So we go on a date. I get out the car. He gets out the car. This man looked like one of them little people of Atlanta. I was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? No offense to little people or anything like that, but that ain't what I thought I was meeting. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with the guy that's shorter than me. I don't have a problem with that. But I ain't know that I had signed up for that at this particular time. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking you finna at least be back, because he had told me he was 5'9". This man, I'm 5'6". He told me he was 5'9". He was way shorter than me. He had to be at least 5'3". You know what I'm saying? And you got to prepare me for something like that. You just can't pop out and you 5'3". You know what I'm saying? You got to let me know that beforehand. You know what I'm saying? So you really done deceived me. Not only was he 5'3", but when he walked, those people that walk in their legs like real close and it look like they walking like this or whatever. That little fool's football game people play in the arcade where they kicking the ball, they pulling the thing and the little people is kicking the ball. He's walking to the. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't know what the hell happened. I think the internet, it done went out or whatever the case may be on my doggone computer. But anyway, I had to jump back on here and go ahead and finish this. And I edit that part out or whatever. So anyway, so we walking into the restaurant. And he is like moving like real funny or whatever. So we get into the restaurant. I ain't like the way he chewed his food or anything like that. We eating steak and all of that. I ain't like the way he ate his food. You know, he eating the ranch. You know how they bring you out the salad or whatever. They bring out the salad. He got the ranch all across his mouth and all this old kind of stuff. And I'm like, you know. And so dealing with that or whatever. Long story short, it wasn't anything physically attractive about him to me, right? So I was like, dang, I done sat up here and got catfish. So anyway, after the date, you know, still trying to be nice, not trying to make him feel bad or whatever the case may be, trying to be a good sport. After the date, he asked me for a kiss. So when he asked me for a kiss, we were standing outside. So I'm kissing him or whatever. So I'm kissing him and I'm hearing every time he'll lean in to try and kiss me, I hear a noise. And I'm like, what is that noise? And this internet need to come on, get on together. This so ghetto. So I'm hearing this noise. So I'm like, what the hell? What's this noise? So his dentures, he was like, his dentures had ended up coming loose. My thing is, you know, you wear dentures, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you ain't bring the glue? Why you didn't have your dentures anchored down? You know, like if a woman wear lashes or wigs or whatever the case may be, they always keep them some glue or something in their purse for emergency cases like this. Why would you go to a steakhouse? You know you ain't got your dentures anchored down good, but yet you sitting up here eating this well done steak. I told you to get a medium, but you sitting up here and that's ghetto as hell that you eating a well done steak. He's sitting up there eating his tough ass well done steak. He done knocked his dentures loose. He want to kiss on me or whatever the case may be. So I'm down at the establishment. I'm just completely like embarrassed out here at this point in the front of this establishment in these people parking lot. So I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm like, damn. All of this done happened. I really gotta quit talking to you now because, like, the thing is, you don't even know how to keep your dentures locked in your mouth. So I'm knowing if we would have gotten to the point where I wanted to put the disclaimer out there or tell him, hey, you know, I'm okay with the fact that you got dentures, but the only thing that I ask of you is that you keep them in your mouth as long as I'm around and I'm away, whatever. The fact that his dentures was loose let me know that it would be a problem, that he wouldn't be able to uphold that end of the bargain. So I was like, you know what? I got to leave this guy alone or whatever. But I ended up leaving him alone. So you have to deal with that. You got to deal with people catfishing and all this old kind of stuff. Then also, another thing that I don't really like, and I'm going to go ahead and get off here because I definitely got to edit this video. Another thing that I don't like as well is married people or people that's in a relationship that has something to say about dating. My thing is, why do you have things to say about dating when you're not dating? You messing it up for the people that's out here that's actually dating because you sitting up here with all this to say. And a lot of y'all be in these marriages and be in these relationships and y'all don't be happy. Y'all just be standing there for convenience or for the kids or because y'all got all these bills together, whatever the case may be. And y'all stay in these marriages or whatever. I'm not one of those people that's of the belief that you can't take relationship advice from single people because sometimes single people have made the best decision that you could make in a relationship is to leave that bitch. You get what I'm saying? It's worse to be listening to somebody you in a marriage for 26 years, but y'all not happy. You going through changes. You know what I'm saying? You just figured out how to put up with some bullshit just for the sake of saying that you're married. So stay out of single people business with all this to say and telling people what they should do. Now, if somebody come to you and they ask you your advice and your words of wisdom and they come to you personally, that's cool. But all you married people and people in relationships that be on social media that just be coming out y'all mouth with something to say or whatever, Y'all need to shut the fuck up because ain't nobody ask y'all nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough out here. The way dating is now is not how it was when your ass got married 26 years ago. It's completely different out there. Bitch, I don't even know. They ain't even have the internet when you got married. And you trying to tell somebody you sitting up here trying to tell somebody what they need to do out here trying to date. You have no idea at all because it is totally different for real, for real. So my thing is, y'all mind y'all business and everything is going to be okay. Nobody asks y'all married asses nothing. For real, for real. I get so sick and tired of that because y'all expectations and all that is different. And to be honest with you, if I was in a relationship and if I was married, I would feel some type of way if my man was on the internet having advice and having, in single people business. Why are you in single people business, sir? Are you still searching? That's what I'm gonna ask. What you looking for? What you're looking as? Why you got something to say? Let them people do their thing. It ain't none of your business, okay? But anyway, my arm tied, you know what I'm saying? Like when you fat in your arms and everything, like just the simple stuff, I gotta lose me some weight. I be talking about fat folks and folks be talking about I'm fat phobic or whatever the case may be, but really and truly, like I'm not. I don't know. I'm finna that COVID was really, I ain't gonna even tell no lie. That COVID, you know what I'm saying? Not to make light of it, but when my taste buds and everything was messed up and I couldn't eat nothing but smoothies or whatever, bitch, I lost 11 pounds. I was like, as long as I'm not sick, this little symptom can stay. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It done came back now. I've been eating up everything that I can stomach at this particular point. But I'm holding this phone up, and like me trying to hold this phone up, and my arm fat is feel like I'm lifting weights, and I'm about to give out. You get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna edit out that little tech issue or whatever. But y'all go ahead, make sure y'all like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Dessa Deasia on Instagram, YouTube. I mean, we are on YouTube. YouTube, Instagram, what's the other media thing? What's the other media thing? Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I'm finna try to figure out how to do my this finna look a mess, but I'm finna do it because I need to show y'all. I gotta do this. How I get off the screen? I gotta do my little ending. Shoot. I gotta do my ending right. These people, let me tell you something. They not finna keep a real one down. This internet done went out. Let me see, the internet done came back up. What you doing? Where you at? Child, this thing done messed me up. I was supposed to be talking about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West too. And this internet done messed up and it done made me tired, honey. I can't even. Hold on, y'all. I probably be nah, I ain't gonna even worry about that. I think it done came back up. But anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight for another episode of Dessa Deasia, the You Can't Whoop Me edition story time. Thank y'all for bearing with me through these ghetto Aztec issues. It's so funny that the title is ghetto and here it is. The internet done went down in the middle of the show. But anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
I hope you black men were paying attention. I hope you black men were paying attention.